First of all, thank you for having me once again. The truth is that when it comes to protests like these, it's something that is provided for in the Constitution. People have a right to association, right to assemble, and especially when it is supposed to be non-violent in nature. So that's guaranteed in most constitutions of the world. But what is important is that as much as you have a responsibility to exercise your liberty as enshrined in the Constitution, you have to know where to draw the line. You have to know the extent, the limit to which you can go, and the limit you cannot trespass. But if you look at the history of protests in Nigeria, especially in the last 4, 5, 6 years, there seems to be a trend where supposedly peaceful protests translate into a violent process and violent outcomes. And that should have been something that all sides should have taken into consideration, to look at the potential for escalation, to look at the potential for fifth columnists to infiltrate the system and either sabotage it for personal gains or for some other reasons, and perhaps explore alternative means of peaceful resolution of whatever the issues were. I think that this is something that both sides of the divide didn't quite apply, both the organizers and then the government. However, looking back in retrospect, you could see that it didn't quite achieve the aims and objective for which these protests were organized. I mean, if we were to call the organizers right now and ask them to itemize specifically what they have achieved, I bet you that it will be very difficult for them to give at least 3 concrete achievements, other than what we can see across the length and breadth of Nigeria, which is disruption of livelihood, destruction of public infrastructure, further worsening the very fragile state of the northern part of Nigeria, further impoverishing innocent men and women in this country who are struggling to make a livelihood, because there were businesses that were destroyed, there were properties were destroyed, and so many things in between happened. So in reality,